Today I'm here with Mary Beth Stutzman, and we're going to learn a little bit about hunting season. So take it away, Mary Beth.
Yes, well, November 15th was that national holiday that everyone in Northeast Michigan celebrates, known as opening day. Yeah, it's one of those things when I went downstate to college and we didn't get November 15th off. Totally took me a moment to realize that not everyone celebrates that day.
I thought it was amazing that you guys got off.
So rifle hunting season started on November 15th and it goes through until shortly after Thanksgiving, and it's a time when people go out to the woods. They try and fill their freezer with some good quality Northeast Michigan meat. Also, it's a time that we need to be careful when we're outside. We still love to enjoy the outdoors, but Northeast Michigan is primarily a large collection of state hunting land and private hunting preserves and camps. So we need to be mindful of that when we're out and about. We can still go out, we can still enjoy our walking and hiking and jogging, but we have to be careful of a couple of things and take some precautions. So today we're going to talk a little bit about that.
All right.
So we can still go out. Some things to keep in mind are where these private hunting camps are or state hunting lands are located, and you can find that on the DNR website and michigan.gov. They have a great map that you can look up by county and see where you want to walk, and are those country roads still going to be a good place to go. And then I have a couple other things that we can keep in mind when we go out to keep us extra safe. If we want to come over, take a look. I brought some things with me today.
Okay. A lot of bright colors I see.
Bright colors. So the worst colors you could actually wear in the woods are what we're wearing right now. So blacks, browns, and white actually. White is actually not great because what the hunters are hunting are white-tailed deer. And when the deer are scared, they put their tail up, and that's a flag that is a warning sign to other animals, a deer, to let them know that there's danger present, and they go hopping off through the woods and you can see their white tails showing. So if you're bopping around and wearing like a white hat or something,
a little flicker of white,
a hunter might see that, and if they're not being smart and they're desperate, they've been out a long time and they're trying to catch a deer and they didn't get one yet, they could take a shot, and that would be devastating. So be mindful. Stay away from wearing white or colors that would make you really blend in with the surroundings. And one thing that is sure to not be missed is bright orange, hunter's orange. So you can go out and get these, at any sporting goods store or department store around town. A bright orange hunter's vest. It has orange on all sides. So that's also important to know. If you just wear maybe a scarf that's orange or something, it might be covered up by your hair, or you can only see it from the front. So this makes sure that you're seen on all sides by those hunters. If you're out jogging, put on a brightly colored t-shirt or wear brightly colored pants, as well as a brightly colored hat, something orange, hot pink, something that is not natural this time of year that would be sure to be seen. Now the other items in our life or animals in our life to remember to keep safe are our dogs or our pets if we're out and about. I don't know how many times growing up I heard of someone's dog disappearing during hunting season, and it's sad. You never really know what happened, but you have a good idea that they were mistaken for a deer, unfortunately. So another easy way to keep your animal safe, put a t-shirt on it. I know it sounds silly, but you really want to make sure they're safe. Put a t-shirt on it, brightly colored. You can buy actual vests for dogs.
Oh, wow.
So that
they do have everything for pets. So
it's something that would fit them. And another thing is to attach something that would make some noise. So this is just a little jingle bell on a ribbon. You can tie it around your animal's neck. So when they're bopping along, the hunter can hear that. You want to be respectful still of hunting land. So if you're in an area that is heavily populated by hunters, you might not want to make too much of a racket or find an alternate route. But if you're not sure, this is a great way to keep your animals safe. You can hear that coming, and unless they're hunting reindeer on Christmas, they're not going to be
Santa's
mistaken.
Reindeer?
Yeah.
All right, so now we know how to stay safe during a walk, so should we talk about firearm safety?
Yes, very important. So let's go take a look at, I brought a rifle today, and we can talk a little bit about how to stay safe with that.
Okay, perfect.
So growing up in this area, you're probably familiar with guns and being around them a lot. But sometimes they can be a little scary. So there are a couple of things that you want to remember. First off is pretty obvious. You never point the gun at a person or anything you do not want to shoot. You always treat the gun like it is loaded, and you never transport it loaded or with the ammo near it. For us, we keep the ammo in the glove box and the gun in the back, just to make sure that there's no way we could have mistakenly left something behind. Even growing up when we were young, we had toy guns, but we were always taught to treat a toy gun like it's a real gun, and we were never allowed to shoot it at each other or at anything that we didn't want to hurt. So that's number one important thing about being around firearms. And don't mess with them. They're not toys. It's a weapon and a tool. So always need to remember that. And then other most important thing that not everyone follows, but it's ear protection. So if you go out hunting with someone, even if you don't have a gun and you're just along for the ride to have fun, you want to make sure your ears are protected, especially if you're in a blind, because when a shot goes off inside of an enclosed space, it can really do some permanent damage. So these are earmuffs, and they fit just like regular earmuffs, but they keep the sound out and keep your eardrums protected. You can also do little foam earplugs are good too. And just remember that it's a fun time. Hunting season is an enjoyable time for the community, but also it's a time to remember that safety comes first.
All right, well, thank you so much, Mary Beth. So now we know how to stay safe when walking and when around firearms.